morning, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of our board of directors, our school leaders, teachers, families, and of course our scholars, it's a great joy for me to have all of you here to celebrate this special milestone, the opening of our new high school building. Καλημέρα και καλώς ορίσατε. Ευχαριστούμε που είστε εδώ μαζί μας για να γιορτάσουμε το σχολείο μας και αυτό το όμορφο καινούριο κτίριο που έχουμε για το γυμνάσιο και το λύκειο. Θα ήταν μεγάλη παράληψη όμως αν δεν αναγνωρίσουμε τη σημασία της συγκεκριμένης μέρας. 28 Οκτωβρίου είναι η μέρα που ο ελληνισμός γιορτάζει το μεγάλο όχι στους φασίστες και τους ναζί. Γιορτάζουμε, θυμόμαστε και γιορτάζουμε τους ήρωες του 40 που άλλαξαν την πορεία του πολέμου. Αν και ζούμε σήμερα σε άλλους καιρούς, αλλά το μάθημα της αντίστασης παραμένει ζωντανό. Θα ήθελα να ευχηθώ χρόνια πολλά σε όλους τους Έλληνες και όλους που γιορτάζουν σήμερα. Okay, thank you for those who don't speak Greek. I just wanted to recognize that today is a special day as well because the 28th of October we celebrate the big no that the Greeks shouted to the fascists and the Nazis in the Second World War. When the three of us, Larry, John, and I, first started working on this dream around the year 2000, we could only imagine what it might become. We opened our doors in 2005 with kindergarten and first grade and just 67 students, but a whole lot of hope. Today we've grown into a K-12 community with over 1,100 scholars. We remember Larry with deep gratitude. He's not here with us today, but his dedication and immense contributions helped shape the foundation of the school and the community we continue to build together. This new building represents more than just bricks and walls. It represents growth and opportunity and the next chapter in our school story. It stands as a reflection of the dedication of so many, our board members, we have several board members here today, our school administration, our teachers and staff, the families, and our generous donors and community partners. You will hear from some of these people today. A special thank you to Clea, her chair is right there, for her leadership in guiding the building project. It takes a lot of work there's so many moving pieces, financial, building, project management, and all that sort of stuff that has to come together to have a building like this. But really, not just to Clea, to everyone who had a hand in making this a reality. It's a team effort. There was a lot of people involved. Of course, our work is not finished. We still have a gym to build, and for our high school, athletic field and a track to complete, and plans to expand to pre-K. But we also aim to strengthen our school academically, to continue to get stronger. This year we've launched continuous quality improvement projects across the entire school. We're just beginning to initiate the integration of artificial intelligence into teaching and learning. And we built educational partnerships in Greece that expand our global reach and perspective. And yes, we still have a rather large debt, over $30 million to pay down. But we have strong foundations and a community that knows how to dream big and follow through. So thank you all for being part of this journey, for joining us to celebrate today. We're proud of how far we've come, and even more excited of what's still ahead. I would like to ask you to please stand up, and our school band will play the national anthems, and then we will proceed with the rest of the program from there.
Good afternoon. My name is John Cushell. I'm another founder here at Socrates, and currently I am president of the board of directors. I want to thank all of you for coming and being part of our ribbon cutting ceremony today. Today is a day for celebration, remembrance, and gratitude. After many months of planning and construction, our beautiful state-of-the-art high school building is open, and we are here to celebrate all the hard work that went into making this dream come true. In Greece, celebrations are a joyous occasion involving all aspects of the community. Religion, food, music, and dancing are all part of the Galendi. Here at Socrates, we want to replicate this celebration because this building is for everyone. It's for the entire community. Today is also a day of remembrance. We remember the vision and the drive of our late founder, Larry Peroulis. His dream was always to make Socrates whole by adding grades 9 through 12. After several years of discussion and yes, arguing about the feasibility of a high school, in our typical passionate but respectful Greek way, Larry finally convinced us that we could build this building and the finances would work themselves out. This high school building is a tribute to him and to all of us who made his vision a reality. I am certain he's looking down and pleased with what we have done. I also want to thank everyone involved in this endeavor. Our architect, Vincent Corelli, landmark builders, Russell Lilly and Ed Kissinger, and our project manager, David Hester, for their expertise, skill, and guidance. Our bond finance team included Stifel Wealth Management, led by Ike Papadopoulos, who put the package together with Dennis Lamb from Hamlin Capital and Brian Krittner from UMB Bank. Our administrative team, led by our head of school, Vanessa Baker, and our facilities manager, Janice Susi, for their thoughtful review and input throughout the process. To our students, our teachers, staff, and parents, for your patience with us through this whole process. I know it was a long time coming, but I hope you find it is worth the wait. Last but certainly not least, I want to thank our foundation president, Clea Garcia. She was instrumental in bringing everyone together and being much more diplomatic than I could have ever been. Our legacy is to build upon Mr. Peroulis' vision and continue to move forward. While this building may be complete, we still have work to do. Phase 2 of our construction plan will start as soon as we can get the financing and funding in place. Last summer, with the help of our realtor, Irene Nappis, and our mortgage broker, John Tasios, and our benefactor, Jim Tasios, we bought a residence across the street from the school on Sinfield Church that was owned by Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie Stinson. I believe that most of these parties are here today, and I want to publicly thank them for working with me and indulging me while I was 7,000 miles away. We are currently reviewing plans for a high school gymnasium, along with the track and field behind the modular buildings. We also want to complete the amphitheater out here and make improvements to our existing campus buildings. As you can see, our work continues. We will need to work together to accomplish these goals. I believe with steadfast determination and working in harmony, we can do it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are here to not just open a building, but to celebrate a dream. A dream that began in the heart of one remarkable man, Mr. Larry Peroulis. This is more than just a ribbon cutting. It is a celebration of perseverance, of legacy, and of love. It is proof that when a community stands together, guided by shared purpose and Hellenic values, nothing is beyond reach. Mr. Peroulis imagined a place where children could grow, from curious kindergartners to confident young adults, all within the same community. A place where learning would go beyond books, where character would be formed, and where Greek heritage and values would be lived out each day. He often said when we were in gatherings like this, that this school is yours. It belongs to our community. Those words were his gift to us. And as we stand here today, we see that promise fulfilled, not just through the walls and the windows, but through the spirit of the people who fill this space with purpose and love. The building is more than concrete and glass. It is a symbol of vision, perseverance, and faith. It reflects the Hellenic ideals that guide us to act with honor, to live with virtue, open our hearts to others, and to always strive for excellence in everything that we do. Every scholar who learns here, every teacher who inspires, every parent who believes, you carry forward Mr. Peroulis' legacy. His dream lives in each of you. Of course, though, dreams this big do not come to life alone. They are carried forward by people who believe, people who give their hearts, their time, their faith to something greater than themselves. We owe deep gratitude to those who bring this dream to life. To our board president, Mr. John Cushell, and our board vice president, Dr. Antonia Stilianou, and board members whose steady leadership guided each step, we thank you. The foundation president, Ms. Cleo Garcia, and foundation members whose dedication and heart kept this vision alive, even through challenges. I personally did not know how important this position was, and I've learned they are there from start to finish, and that is our architect, Mr. Vince Sigarelli, whose architectural talent turned our imagination, Mr. Peroulis is at the board's imagination, into the design that we have today. To our project manager, David Hester, for ensuring every piece of the puzzle fit just right, and for handling all of the things that Miss Susie and I would bring to you and say, hey, can you change this last minute? To Ed and Russell from Landmark Construction, and to all our workers who poured their care and craftsmanship into every detail of what we see here today. To our benefactors, such as Mr. George Cushell and Mr. Jim Topsios, who are here today, who believe not only with their financial support, but with their love and encouragement and faith in our mission. Know that your generosity has touched this community in words that we can barely express. And to our families and scholars who held on to this dream, even when it took some time to come true, your patience and your hope and your belief made this day possible. And finally, I want to give a very special thank you to Mrs. Peroulis. So often, the woman beside the man does not receive the recognition that she deserves. But we know and we honor the strength it takes to stand beside someone chasing a dream this big. There is something profoundly beautiful about a wife who supports her husband's purpose with grace, patience, and unwavering belief. Mrs. Peroulis, your quiet strength, your faith in this mission, and your love have carried this dream forward just as surely as his vision did. And we thank you from the depths of our heart. Mrs. Peroulis, the heart beside the dream.
With deep emotion, but also with a great joy, I want to thank all of you for your love and for your effort to make this project. I live these moments together with my husband. We had so much passion to make real what he believes should be done for the children. He loves so much for education. He spent many long hours and days in contact with the architects, changing and correcting many things. He liked things to be right. And now his dream, together with all of you, has become a reality. He will be very happy and proud of what you have achieved. The building is amazing. Congratulations to all of you, and big thank you for your love for the Socrates Academy. We miss you.
We are going to present a very short Greek program.
σχολείο χτίζεται. Χτίζεται με τη σκαλωσία των ονείρων, με τα τούβλα της υπομονής και με τον ασβέστη της αγάπης. Και το ρολόι χτυπάει 12. Τότε έρχονται οι μαστόροι με ένα καλάθι φως στον ώμο.
The school is rising, built on the scaffolding of dreams, with bricks of patience and the plaster of love. The clock chimes 12, then come the craftsmen, bearing baskets of light upon their shoulders.
Το μοιράζουν στα παράθυρα και στα φρανία. Οι μαθητές τραβούν τα μολύβια τους από τα αδέρφια και στρώνουν τα βιβλία τους σαν προσευχή.
They scatter it through windows and over desks. Students draw their pencils from the branches of trees and lay their books down like a prayer.
Από τη φλέβα του δάσους ανθούν τη σκέψη και με τις φωνές τους γεμίζουν το χαρτί. Σιγά σιγά τα πράγματα ξεκαθαρίζουν. Ο κύκλος μεγαλώνει. Οι μυτές των παιδιών αρχίζουν τα σύννεφα. Είναι η ώρα που αρχίζει να γράφεται το μάθημα της ζωής.
From the forest's vein they draw their thoughts, and with their voices they fill the map. Slowly, all becomes clear. The circle widens, the tips of the pens stretch toward the clouds. It is the moment when the lesson of life begins to be written.
Τα σχολιά χτίστε προς της παλαμάς, με τη φλόγα που ψένει και που πλάθει, με της καρδιάς τη φλόγα, με του λόγου τη δύναμη ξεσκέπαστα, καθάρια τα σχολιά χτίστε. Build schools, with the flame that forges and shapes, with the heart's flame, with the power of the word. Openly, purely build the schools. Λιτά χτίστε τα, απλόχερα, μεγάλα, γερά θεμελιωμένα. Build them plainly, spacious, grand, strongly founded.
Και τα πότο παράθυρα των τυχών περισσία ανοίγεται, να έρχεται ο ήλιος, διαφετευτής, να χύνεται, να φεύγει. Ονειρεμένο πίσω του αργοσάντα στο φεγγάρι. And open wide the doors and windows and the walls, so that the sun may come. Master, pour in, and to leave, slowly dragging the dreaming moon behind him.
γεμίζοντάς τα να τα ζωντανεύουν μαϊστράρια και βοριάδες και μερτέμια, με τους κεραειδισμούς και με τους μόσχους, και ο δάσκαλος ποιητής, και τα βιβλία να είναι σαν κρίνα, filling them to bring them to life, maestral in northerly winds, with their warbling and their musk, and the teacher a poet, and the books like lilies.
Γιώργος Σεφέρης. Ανήκω σε μια χώρα μικρή, ένα μέτρινο αγροτήρι στη Μεσόγειο που δεν έχει άλλο αγαθό παρά τον αγώνα του λαού, τη θάλασσα και το φως του ήλιου. Είναι μικρός ο τόπος μας, αλλά η παράδοσή του είναι τεράστια και το πράγμα που τη χαρακτηρίζει είναι ότι μας παραδόθηκε χωρίς διακοπή.
Georgios Seferis. I belong to a small country, a rocky cape in the Mediterranean, which possesses no other blessing than the struggle of its people, the sea, and the light of the sun. Our land is small, but its tradition is immense, and what characterizes it is that it has been passed down to us without interruption.
Η ελληνική γλώσσα δεν έπαψε ποτέ της να μιλιέται. Δέχτηκε τις αλλοιώσεις που δέχεται κάθε τι ζωντανό, αλλά δεν παρουσιάζει κανένα χάσμα. Άλλο χαρακτηριστικό αυτής της παράδοσης είναι η αγάπη της για την ανθρωπιά, κανόνας της είναι η δικαιοσύνη. Σε αυτόν τον κόσμο που ολοένα στενεύει, ο καθένας μας χρειάζεται όλους τους άλλους. Πρέπει να αναζητήσουμε τον άνθρωπο όπου και να βρίσκεται.
The Greek language has never ceased to be spoken. It has undergone the changes that any living thing undergoes, but it shows no breaks. Another feature of this tradition is its love for humanity. Its guiding principle is justice. In this world, which grows ever narrower, each of us needs all the others. We must take out the human being, wherever he may be.
Γεια σας, με λένε Ανδρέα Γρηγορίου. Είμαι μαθητής της τελευταίας τάξης εδώ στην Ακαδημία Σοκράτης και φοιτώ εδώ από το νηπιαγωγείο. Αυτό το σχολείο άλλαξε τη ζωή μου και αυτό είναι το λιγότερο που μπορώ να πω. Η αποστολή του σχολείου μας είναι να ενθαρρύνει τους μαθητές να μαθαίνουν σε όλη τους τη ζωή. Μεγάλωσα στην ελληνική κοινότητα του Σάρλοτ της Βόρειας Καρολίνας και μπόρεσα να γνωρίσω τον πολιτισμό μας μέσα από αυτή την κοινότητα. Η Ακαδημία Σοκράτης μου έχει προσφέρει μια ισχυρή αίσθηση κοινότητας που με βοήθησε να θέλω να μαθαίνω συνέχεια και με συνέδεσε με την κοινότητά μας. Είχα πολλούς φανταστικούς δάσκαλους που με βοήθησαν να αναπτύξω τα ενδιαφέροντα μου. Είδα το σχολείο να μεγαλώνει από το μικρό δημοτικό που έμαθα να διαβάζω στο κτίριο του Λυκείου από το οποίο σύντομα θα αποφοιτήσω. Μία από τις βασικές αξίες του σχολείου μας που με εκφράζει περισσότερο είναι το «εάν αριστεύει». Να είμαστε άριστοι σε όλα και εγώ σκοπεύω να ενσωματώσω την αξία αυτή σε ό,τι κάνω στο μέλλον, ώστε να είμαι περήφανος για την Ακαδημία Σοκράτης, καθώς θα συνεχίζω να μαθαίνω. Είμαι ευγνώμων για όλα όσα έχει κάνει το σχολείο μας για μένα και ανυπομονώ να δω τι θα προσφέρει στους μελλοντικούς αποφοιτούς. Σας ευχαριστώ όλους για το μεγάλο έργο που κάνετε. Hi, I'm Andrew Gregory. I'm a senior here at Socrates Academy and I've been going here since kindergarten. To say the school had a major impact in my life would be an understatement. According to the school's website, our mission is cultivating scholars for impactful global engagement, ethical citizenship, and lifelong learning. Growing up, being an active part of the Charlotte Greek community, I've had many avenues to experience global engagement. Socrates has provided me with an enhanced sense of community that has contributed to my pursuit of lifelong learning. I've had many amazing teachers that have nurtured my passions, and have seen the school grow from the small elementary school I learned to read in to the building of the high school where I will soon graduate as a Socrates scholar ready to continue my pursuit of education. One of the core values behind Socrates that speaks the most to me is strive for excellence, and I plan to incorporate this value into everything I do in my future, to be Socrates proud in pursuit of my continuous learning. I am thankful for everything Socrates has done for me and excited to see what Socrates will bring to its future graduates. Thank you all for your support through all these years at Socrates Academy, and wish you all the best.
I serve on different roles, different not-for-profit organizations across the country, the Greek community, including chairman of Leadership 100. I'm also an archon of the Ecumenical Patriarchate. I chair the Committee on Greek Education for the Archdiocese. I'm originally from Greece. I came to America when I was 13 years old. I have spent my professional career in the accounting world, but I have spent many, many years, almost 40 years now, working for Greek education, especially in the Chicago area. Today is very emotional for me, I must tell you, watching the children here, and also because today is the anniversary of the 28th of October, 1940. So 85 years ago, my dad, who was 20 years old at the time, he had just completed his basic training in the village in Greece, was called up to fight against the Nazis and the fascists in Pindos in Greece. And when this day comes about, I reflect on the rest of us, the future generations since then, or currently, and I wonder if all of that effort was well worth it. And of course, when I see these students here, in this wonderful school, do what they accomplish, it gives me gratitude also for my school in Chicago. I run a school that used to be part of a church. It was also called Socrates School. It's the oldest full-time Greek American school in the country. It was abandoned by the church 10 years ago, and I raised money like the founders here, and I keep this school. We have 500 students in that school from preschool through 8th grade. And it's incredibly important that we continue that. So first and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to the founders. Mrs. Pervulis, what your husband, your late husband accomplished is immeasurable. It is incredible. I lived through it. I've been at it for many, many years. It takes a lot of effort. And his legacy is here. There's nothing better, and I hope someday people will talk about my efforts the same way. John, Dr. Stylianou, all the founders, congratulations, συγχαρητήρια. Αυτό που έχετε κατορθώσει εδώ πέρα είναι απίστευτο. Είναι μοναδικό. Νομίζουμε ότι επειδή ζούμε στην Αμερική, ότι έχουμε κάτι τέτοιο παντού σε όλη την Αμερική. Δεν τα έχουμε. Unfortunately, we don't have many examples like this to carry on the legacy of Hellenism, the ideals of Hellenism. This is a prototype that we need to replicate many, many times over. And I commit, as I've said to some of the folks that I met with earlier today, once my term is over in February with Leadership 100, I want to commit as many good years that God gives me to Hellenic education and culture, and to help do much more of this. The last thing I will tell you is I work for, like I mentioned, the accounting firm. I work for Ernst & Young, an international accounting firm, for 40 years. I had the opportunity to travel the world, live abroad, and so on and so forth. As many of you know, and this is maybe addressed more to the students and to the parents, of course, most organizations, especially the large corporations these days, are looking for people that are comfortable and pursue understandings of different cultures and learning languages. It's a big plus when you get to the level of applying for universities and the top schools, and also applying for jobs. So this isn't a regular school where you just go to learn. You're learning, you're getting exposed to a wonderful culture, and of course the huge diversity that we have here at our school. So I wish you all ongoing success with this effort. I am mesmerized, really, John, I am mesmerized with your vision, with what you have been able to accomplish, what you're looking to accomplish. I hope that someday perhaps we can do the same there at my school in Chicago. Thank you for your time, and the best of luck, and thank you for what you've done and what you continue to do. We owe you a lot.
My name is Dave Machado. I'm the Executive Director for the North Carolina Coalition for Charter Schools. And thank you so much for inviting me to come and speak today. What an impressive school you have. I've known Socrates for quite some time when I was a charter school leader myself, when I was the director of the Office of Charter School, and then now as the director of the North Carolina Coalition for Charter Schools. You have a wonderful reputation across the state. You should be very proud of what you've done. I went on your website to see what I could gather, maybe say a few words. And what you have on your website really talks about what you are. Discover a nurturing environment at Socrates Academy, a charter school with a focus on partial Greek immersion in the Socratic method. Socrates Academy is nationally recognized for academics and ranked in the top 5% of all schools in North Carolina. The top 5% of all schools in North Carolina. Ms. Baker, I know leaders across the state that would die to be able to say that. Congratulations. We are a meaningful school choice option for Greater Charlotte area, fostering critical thinking, self-confidence, and academic excellence with a focus on Greek emergence, Socratic method. Your child will thrive in a multicultural setting, and that was definitely evident with what I just saw. Holy smokes, I wish I could speak Greek so I could say some word. We're being a little bit. I'm going to learn it before I come back. Charter schools are supposed to be laboratories of innovation, and Socrates is definitely a laboratory for innovation. This beautiful building is a testimony of the demand that this community has to come to Socrates, but it's just not the building, it's what's inside this building. And you can sense it when you walk in. It's amazing what you have. Keep it, bottle it, and let's try to spread it amongst the other charter schools in this area. I want to congratulate you. I challenge you to continue the great work, and I thank you for providing a great education in a very safe and nurturing environment. And may God bless you. Continue to bless Socrates.
It's not often when someone has the opportunity to be part of something great. And that's what I see today. And it's an affirmation. It's a testament to what Larry Perulis vividly imagined, ardently desired, sincerely believed, and enthusiastically acted upon. It's incredible. It was the best investment that me and my brother made. God bless him. He recently left this earth, but he would be delighted to be here today. We didn't make an investment for money. And it wasn't this beautiful building. And it wasn't the middle school. It was just the beginning. And to the credit of students that shine every day. And so, an investment in the future of kids and families for generations to come is something special that we honor, appreciate, and love to be part of. Thank you.
Thank you, Yen. This is really a great school, and I want to thank all the people here that made it possible. Also, I want to thank the state of North Carolina for supporting charter schools like this one here. It's a school that kind of between a private school and a public school. There's a room for that, there's room for everybody, but definitely charter schools proved to be a big success across the country, not just here, so thank you. So about, I don't know, 15 years ago or so, Mr. Perulos approached me to be part of Socrates. And I said, Mr. Perulos, my business, my home is 2 hours away. I can't do it. I got too much on my plate. Find somebody else in Charlotte. Of course, being Mr. Perulos, he won't give up very easy, you know. So, because he was part of the Velugia, which I am too, I would see him regularly and constantly bugging me to be part of it. This went on for about 3 years, maybe more. So one day he said, okay, forget that. Just come down and see one of the programs that we have with the kids. He changed the method to get me here. So I came down and I saw what we saw here today, all of us. And I must say I was in tears seeing the kids here speaking Greek, dancing Greek. And it was just something I couldn't believe it, really. So after that, I helped Mr. Perulos with fundraising money, hundreds of thousands of dollars actually. One night, next door here at the gymnasium, we did $300,000 thanks to George and his brother Pete. So anyway, so that went on. Everything was going good. So one day he called. We used to talk, by the way, 2 or 3 times a week, if not more. He used to call me all the time because I live in Winston-Salem. So one day he says, I got to talk to you about something important. I said, what? He says, I'm thinking of building a high school. I said, no. I said, you got too much on your plate too, and you got a great middle school, elementary school. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want another headache? And anyway, so he was trying to convince me to do it, and I was trying to convince him not to do it. So anyways, today I want to confess that was wrong. Mrs. Perulos, yes, she's not here. And this is really a great vision for Mr. Perulos. And this school here is going to be a big asset for not just for the school here, but for the state, for the city of Charlotte here and in general North Carolina. So thank you to Mr. Perulos, Mrs. Perulos here for he was definitely a visionary, a good educator, that he gave his life and his time for this particular school here. So I want to thank you, Ms. Perulos, and like John mentioned earlier, it was an opportunity came across the street here to buy another property, and I said I'm not going to make the same mistake, so I told John, let's do it. So. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be like a kindergarten. That's going to complete maybe a university down the road. We'll see about that, yeah. But anyways, thank you, John. Thank you for all the work you guys do here, and Mrs. Perulos. Thank you.
Στην ελληνική λαϊκή κοσμοθεωρία, ο χώρος χωρίζεται σε άγριο και σε ανθρώπινο. Ο άγριος χώρος θεωρείται πρωτόγονος, ανεξερεύνητος και αδάμαστος. Είναι συχνά επικίνδυνος και άγνωστος και προκαλεί φόβο αλλά βεβαίως.
In the Greek folk worldview, space is divided into wild and humanized. Wild space is considered primitive, unexplored, and untamed. It is often dangerous and unknown, provoking both fear and awe.
Αντίθετα, ο ανθρώπινος χώρος είναι ιερός, γεμάτος αναμνήσεις και έχει διαμορφωθεί από τον άνθρωπο. Είναι γνώριμος και συνδέεται με την κατοίκηση και τις δραστηριότητες των άνθρωπων. Στις παραδοσιακές κοινωνίες, ένας χώρος αποκτά πραγματική σημασία όταν γίνεται ιερός.
In contrast, humanized space is sacred, full of memories, and has been shaped by humans. It is familiar and connected with human habitation and activities. In traditional societies, a space gains true significance when it becomes sacred.
Στην ελληνική παράδοση, ο καθαγιασμός του χώρου και των κτηρίων είναι μια συνήθεια που ξεκίνησε από τα αρχαία χρόνια. Ο σκοπός του είναι η προστασία από το κακό. Πιστεύετε ότι ο καθαγιασμένος χώρος γίνεται ένα τείχος που κρατά μακριά τις κακές δυνάμεις και τις αρνητικές επιρροές.
In Greek tradition and culture, the blessing of spaces and buildings is a custom that started in ancient times. Its purpose is to protect from evil. It is believed that a blessed space becomes a wall that keeps away bad forces and negative influence.
Για να γίνει αυτό, χρησιμοποιούνται διάφορες τελετές, όπως η τελειάρωση, δηλαδή γύρισμα γύρω από το χώρο με τελετουργικό τρόπο, το θυμίαμα και τα αιθέρια έλαια, καθώς και ο αγιασμός.
To achieve this, various rituals are used, such as a ritual walk around the space, the use of incense and essential oils, as well as blessing with holy water.
Ο ιερέας, όταν καθαγιάζει ένα σπίτι, ένα σχολείο ή ένα άλλο κτίριο, προσεύχεται στον Θεό για να διώξει τα κακά πνεύματα, να προστατεύσει το κτίριο και τους ανθρώπους μέσα σε αυτό από συμφορές, αρρώστιες ή φυσικές καταστροφές και να φέρει υγεία, προστασία και ευλογία στην καθημερινή τους ζωή.
When a priest blesses a house, a school, or another building, he prays to God to drive away evil spirits, to protect the building and the people inside from misfortunes, illnesses, or natural disasters, and to bring health, protection, and blessing to their daily lives.
If you all feel so inclined, you can stand.